Hey guys, this is going to be my response to like all the MP is dead, Mineplex is dead kind of comments, and it's like it's true, but it's not true. So I'll just first start off. This guy from Clan YT, I'm guessing, he uploaded a week, couple days ago. His name's Enchanto, or something like that, and he uploaded a video talking about how MP is not dead, and honestly, it's definitely not dead. That's something that people get confused with. It's definitely dying. It's on a major decrease, but just because it has 4K players versus 50K players does not mean it's dead. It's just definitely dying. And the thing is with that is the reason why it's dying is because Hypixel and Mineplex's competitors overall are just much better at keeping games up to date and fresh and like coming out with new games, and Mineplex hasn't done a really good job with that. So they've released games like Heroes of Gwen, and that's definitely not like a game that'll be for every single audience. They need like this fast-paced kind of game, that like a flagship game that they could possibly come out with that can kind of bring some of the community back, or just create new players. Now I like how Mineplex is doing their media. Some people joke around with like how Mineplex does their media, and basically like they have like these kind of like younger kids kind of videos, so it's definitely for like little children. It's not, or not, it's for like 11, 10, 12 year olds who possibly might want to play Minecraft PE, Minecraft, even PC on Mineplex, but it's just for that younger audience because that's what Mineplex is set out to do. They're not meant for like pot PvPers and like people are like 18 and 20, or I don't even know whatever age you are. But yeah, so Enchanto actually hit on a really good idea. Mineplex should definitely bring back junior devs. It would be really good if they actually brought them back, because it's completely like true. Like the main devs should be working on games. We should have devs working on like bug fixes. So right now we have this major game breaking bug that's been out for about 2 weeks, that it's the assassin glitch. So basically every time you illusion or you smoke bomb, when you come out it takes like another 2 or 3 seconds and you get like free hits, and it's game breaking. It's really hard to kill assassins right now. And the thing is with that is like recently I've actually been trying to introduce some people to Dom, and it's really hard to like introduce people to Dom when like there's that many bugs on Mineplex where it's like unplayable for this bug, for example. But like the arrow bug was the thing right before this. It's just hard to play because no one's gonna want to play a server or a game that's extremely buggy and like not fun. And so yeah, I agree with that. Definitely, like they should have the junior devs, but like what we really need to focus on, if we want to like Mineplex as a whole can grow by itself. Mineplex needs to deal with that. They need to come out with updates for like Champions and all their other games as well. Their major games, and the idea, apparently there's this idea of Mineplex 2.0, which would be fantastic if they kept like games like survival games, Champions, clans, stuff like that, and just like revamp those and made Mineplex 2.0 dropped all the like weaker games, and that would be fantastic. But yeah, something that I think really needs to be focused on is just the competitive community in general. Like we have a very solid like website, we have a very solid or we used to have very solid staff, but the issue is that the staff right now are not putting in as much effort, in my opinion, that they need to be. If you want this like league to grow, there's no way for this league to grow if you're not putting in effort. I know that like they're not as encouraged because maybe the players are going down or whatever, right? In their league, but like you have to understand, like there's always coming back from that. There's Hypixel before had around 8K players per day, and then they increased to like 50K just by doing like this new game, and that's what Mineplex needs to do. But like the competitive league, I feel like managers need to be more connected to the players of the community. I feel like refs and like game hosts and like managers as well, and like globals need to set up more events. And I feel like we really need to focus on media, because media is playing a big role right now into like communities. The thing that makes the thing that's going to help grow this community is probably the MCL channel, people like Dauntless YT and Lex, because that's what happened before. The reason why Champions community was so popular was because there's Sam, Lobos, Dauntless YT, and Lex, and not just saying that like, you know, to be all big and all, but it's literally like that was one of the main reasons why people came to Champions and wanted to play, because people were like, oh, I want to be on Dauntless, or like they, you know, they would be excited, or they would want to play and like get better to potentially like play against Dauntless, or to be on Dauntless, or you know, to be on Dauntless's TeamSpeak, or to be on Nameless's TeamSpeak, or to be on Nautilus, or like talk to Sam, you know, stuff like that. And it's just like that encouragement to keep playing, and that's what media does. And like media for advertisement is extremely huge, and so I feel like media is going to play the biggest role. And the issue is right now is that we have the lowest quality, like in my standards we have almost the lowest quality like possible, for like a major like league channel. It definitely should be like higher quality, because that's the base, and you need the base to like encourage people to like get better quality. For example, there's I've hit on Team Final Spark, like Jesus Man doesn't have the best quality, right? But there's people like Arno who do, and like if we had quality like Arno's, or like BM5s, they you know, we would have that basis. It would encourage people to get better quality, and then we'll start up these smaller channels, and then it'll grow from there. And that's just what happens. People want to, you know, get bigger on YouTube and stuff like that. And yeah, so media is going to play a huge role, and I feel like that's just something we need to work on in the MCL. So yeah, that's going to basically conclude my ideas on MP, and like how it's not dead, okay? And there's definitely a chance to like increase players and to help out the league. We just need to put more effort at MCL staff, and like we need to definitely put more effort in like games and junior devs. Is a fantastic idea. Mineplex 2.0 is also a fantastic idea. So yeah, I do agree with Enchanto. I agree with anyone else who thinks that Mineplex isn't dead, but if you think Mineplex is dead, it's one of the biggest servers out there still, and still gets more players than like pot communities, and although it doesn't have its 50k players anymore, it does not mean that it's necessarily dead. And you guys have heard this many times, but it's not like playing Mineplex in 2017 is a huge meme. Although they don't have the best community status, the best, you know, game quality, there's still a lot of room for improvement. So yeah, that will conclude my video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.